At the beginning of time, when the sky was still a vast, dark void, the gods decided to create constellations to guide mortals and illuminate the night. To do so, they summoned the strongest and most fearless souls, those who could leave an eternal legacy in the firmament. Among them was Aelios, a young warrior with a fiery and indomitable spirit. Aelios was born in a land of challenges and battles, where only the bravest survived. Since childhood, his impulsive nature drove him to face any obstacle without hesitation. His heart burned like fire, and his will was unshakable. However, his journey was not easy. He lost his family in a war, was betrayed by those he trusted, and suffered countless defeats that nearly made him give up. But every pain and every scar only fueled his determination. He did not wait for opportunities, he created them. Years passed, and Aelios became a legendary warrior, known for his bravery in battle and his unwavering will. He feared neither kings nor mythical creatures, for his ambition was greater than any fear. But his true test was yet to come. One day, the gods announced that only the most valiant among mortals could earn a place in the sky and become the first constellation of the zodiac. Aelios knew that this was his destiny. To achieve it, he would have to face a series of trials to prove his worth. They would not only test his strength but also his spirit, courage, and resilience. The first challenge was to cross the Valley of Furious Winds, where violent gusts tested the endurance of travelers. No armor could withstand the fury of the winds, which cut like sharp blades. Many warriors had fallen, never to rise again. Aelios, with his burning determination, walked against the gales, each step a battle against nature. His body was wounded, his face marked by the relentless winds, but his soul remained unyielding. For a moment he felt he could not go on. The cold cut through his muscles, his feet were bloodied, and his vision began to darken. But then, he remembered everything he had lost and everything he still had to conquer. With a roar of fury, he pressed forward, breaking through the veil of winds and emerging victorious on the other side of the valley. The second challenge was to face the Guardian of Stone, a colossal creature that guarded the entrance to the celestial mountain. Its body was made of solid rock, and its eyes glowed with an eerie light. The Guardian had defeated countless warriors before him, crushing them without mercy. Aelios, exhausted and wounded, knew that his only chance was to keep fighting. He studied the monster's movements, realizing that its strength was also its weakness. The giant's weight made it slow. Using his speed and cunning, Aelios dodged the devastating blows and leaped to the vulnerable spot on the monster's neck. With a triumphant roar, he drove his blade in with all his might, cracking the stone and bringing down the Guardian. Injured but victorious, he pressed on. The final challenge required Aelios to ignite the eternal flame at the peak of the celestial mountain. The path was steep, covered in thorns and sharp stones. His feet were torn, his muscles trembled with exhaustion, and his vision blurred. Many had tried before him, but only one with a truly burning heart could light the flame and prove their unbreakable determination. With each step, his mind screamed for him to surrender. His body begged for rest. But Aelios did not know the meaning of surrender. With one last effort, he reached the summit and raised his hands to the sky. He summoned all his passion, all his rage, all his unshakable will. The flame responded to his call, blazing with a golden light and illuminating the sky. The gods watched in awe. He had proven himself worthy. The gods, amazed by his bravery and his ability to overcome suffering, granted Aelios the greatest honor. He would be transformed into the constellation of Aries, the first of the zodiac. But why Aries? The gods saw in Aelios the essence of the ram, a symbol of courage, determination, and leadership. Like the ram that uses its horns to break through obstacles, Aelios faced every challenge without hesitation. Just as the ram leads its herd, Aelios was a pioneer, forging new paths with his strength and boldness. He did not merely survive. He advanced, conquered, and led. His aggressiveness in battle and his unbreakable will made him worthy of representing the first impulse of life, the eternal beginning. The symbol of Aries, the head and horns of the ram, comes from the stars that form its constellation but also from the indomitable soul of Aelios. Since then, Aries has shone in the firmament, reminding the world that those who dare to act, who persist despite suffering, are the ones who earn their place among the immortals. And so, the legend of Aelios echoes throughout the universe, eternally guiding those with the courage to carve their own paths.